Malifaux starter set, Encounter 3.
Hey everybody, Benito here with
John Larson.
Alright, we're on to Encounter 3 of our Malifaux starter set. So we're basically here, going through one step at a time, introducing rule, and another rule, and another rule.
Slowly learning the game.
Slowly. And in the meantime of this, spoiler, if you haven't seen the other two learning rules, the Blood Wretches have been eviscerating orderlies.
Yeah, they're really inept.
But it's time for reckoning, as John had said in the end of the last video. Dr. Grimwell is going to make sure that this is it, no more.
Right, it'll be a chainsaw reckoning.
Ooh, okay, well, I'm bringing, so now we're going to move on to what Encounter 3 is. Basically, we're adding another model. So Dr. Grimwell is coming for the guild, and I'm bringing Angel Eyes for the Nevermore. But I want to kind of go over this one. This is going to go a little bit more slower to the introduction because we're going to be introducing a lot of new steps because you're basically adding henchmen level characters now to the group. Now this is kind of important for you Malifaux learning people. Every crew that you basically get in games, small games are typically led by this henchman character that we each have. Basically, that means a henchman is kind of like a small pointed leader that you can kind of run around with. They're not as, have a lot of soul stones and stuff like that, and that's kind of what it is. We're not really dealing with the soul stones in this thing, but again, I just want to get a little bit more into that because that's the difference between henchman and master, and then everybody else is kind of making up a crew. So Grimwell, Dr. Grimwell, and Angel Eyes are both henchmen characteristics, so we're doing that. But first thing we're going to add into, which is going to be definitely important for the two characters we've been using, the Blood Wretches and the Orderlies for so long, is the charge action.
Yes.
So, yeah. So now we're kind of walk and then
have a little slap fight. And
yeah, so a charge action is basically the model's going to move its CH, which is on the card here, or CG, CG.
Yeah.
And that will move up to that. So it's not like some other games where they do like double characteristics or like that. There's a specific number.
Yep.
But it allows the model to basically, it costs 2 actions to do, but when you make that move, you'll do 2 melee strikes in that action. So that's a pretty cool aspect of that. I don't think there's anything more to that thing. Yeah. All right. So that part of that. A couple of things we're going to add into this will be positive and negative twists. This is kind of like the luck variation on this game because this one uses cards rather than dice. So, for instance, you're Dr. Grimwell. When you disengage, you have a positive flip, correct?
Right, correct.
Okay, so that means that you're able to draw 2 cards when I basically get a free attack on him, and you'll get the best result out of that. Now, if you get a negative twist card, that means you draw 2 cards and take the worst option of those cards. So that's how that kind of works with that. So in Malifaux, negative twists are less likely to do anything effective. They're going to be very minor or right straight misses. So it's very important to kind of play that in your strategy or something like that. The next big thing out of this thing is the accuracy modifiers, and we were playing around with it early in the scenario encounters that you watched previously, and we were making some veteran decisions on some things and had to backtrack because we were thinking like, well, this will be so bad if
I
we
make
do
this
right?
a tie, it's gonna be not so hurtful.
Right. Unfortunately,
it was the simplified version.
Yeah, unfortunately that was the simplified version. Now we are actually where we need to be in Malifaux, so this is important. So ties now are the negative card symbol that you see, so negative twist, which means if John should hit me, that would mean I'm going to be drawing 3 cards and taking the worst out of those.
Yeah.
So that added up, it's the worst. So it's more likely that you're going to do weak damage, right?
Right.
Okay, 1 to 5 is only one of those extra cards. If it's 6 to 10, that is when it's strict tie. And when it's strict tie, you can do what with the damage card?
You can cheat.
Right. So you can't cheat those negative twists. So if you get negative, you can't go for the weak, having been the worst card, and then cheating that up to back basically something more damaging. So you have to remember that. It's the same thing also with hitting. So if you're in a situation like that, you have to stay with what that is. Yeah. 11 or more, you get a positive. And again, that is still cheating, but you're more likely to get something effective at. Also, certain models now have something called triggers. That's important with the symbols of the cards because the rams and stuff like that You see, again, we'll use Dr. Grimwell. So some of the things he can do with a couple of triggers.
He's got this melee attack called Skull Saw. Sounds
Okay.
fun. He's got a ram trigger, which is a critical strike. So
Okay.
that means if you flip a ram in the damage or the attack.
On the attack.
On the attack, you can add in +1 damage for each ram in the final duel total.
Very nice.
So you get to do more damage with that trigger.
Yep.
He's also have a mask trigger. So if you flip a mask in the attack,
Yep.
then you could apply that, and he's gone mad. After damaging, the target's controller must discard 1 card of Fable.
Okay. So, yeah. Now it's important because John noted about the attack values of these. So sometimes you may have a card value that is higher in your hand that you may want to cheat, which will make sure that you hit for the higher amount of damage.
Right.
But you may have the lower card in your hand that may be off by 1, 2, 3 values of the face card that you have in your hand, but it activates your trigger.
Right.
So this is the strategy of Malifaux when you get into games like this, where do you want the trigger, or do you want again the actual higher value to do possibly attack or damage and stuff like that. So that's important to kind of remember things like that. So we're getting to those rules, and like I said, that's pretty big. Just for clarification, a couple things with the engagement range is if models are basically now within the melee part of it, they're now considered in melee. Models with projectiles, such as Angel Eyes will have, she won't be able to use that gun, so she'll have to use only melee strike to that. So it's important for your earlies to get
Sounds good. That's a good.
get close to her. Yeah. So yeah, I'm the only one with little guns, so that's an important rule that we're moving into that. And we mentioned how Doc Grimwell has a bonus flip to disengaging strikes, which means he's a hard guy to pin down, because now you get a free attack if you try to leave that zone, which is more likely going to be Angel Eyes trying to get out of that situation there.
Right.
But it's going to be a straight attack to do against her. But if Dr. Grimwell wants to move on to who he wants to hit on, and I'm trying to slow you down with blood wretches,
Right.
he more likely will be able to get out and get to the person he wants to get to or model-wise. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Angel Eyes has these next two rules, which is pulses, which means she has something called black blood. I guess it's a Nephilim thing, Neverborn thing, at a certain point where she's kind of like aliens, I guess. Whenever she's wounded, that black blood spurts out onto other models within 1 inch, because that's the bubble radius that you'll see on her damage thing. And if you don't have black blood, you take 1 damage. So that's going to probably happen between the orderlies and stuff, because you have to get in close combat, so it's something to think about there. And then there's something called zero actions. She has a sidearm, so within 6 inches of her, she can do 1 zero action per turn. And that's basically like a free action or something like to do that. That's kind of interesting. Hers actually said a zero action. But Dr. Grimwell actually has something called, he's able to have 1 additional block action added to his little thing like that. So a little different like that, but these models will be moving with a couple of extra things normally given to henchmen, because again, henchmen just don't have 2 actions, but now these 2 models have something extra to do with that. So that's pretty much that. The setup was the same from Encounter 2, so we're on an 18 by 18 table right now, and this is set up basically as if you were at your own kitchen table with a friend, like us, and you can play that. So pretty simple to do these type of scenario rules. The encounter rule to win with this one will be to kill either Dr. Grimwell or kill Angel Eyes. The orderlies and the blood wretches are there to be fodder.
And fodder they will.
And indeed, so I'm definitely throwing them up more to be the reckoning. So that's all the new rules that we're adding. There's a big jump that we did from Encounter 1 to 2 to now 2 and 3. So anything you think, anything major about you want to talk about from what we just tried to reveal?
I think that pretty much covers it, yeah.
Okay. Just again, to absorb, the biggest one is the accuracy thing. That's going to make a major difference with some of the damage and stuff that you see kind of going on that. And really, I'll try to showcase a little bit in the hands so you can understand some of those things kind of come into play. Everything else is pretty much simple. And again, we will try to show you more of the cheating of fate, which is all of Malifaux. And we're only using 3 models each. So again, that should be pretty simple action. So, you ready to get payback?
Let's start the chainsaw.
Alright, let's see if I can stop him. Okay, we are back again, folks. So we got the encounter kind of set up. I'm going to kind of do a rough little showcase of what's going on here. Again, we did some things kind of early because, again, I have one hand on the camera. So already did our pre-draw. We have the only thing we need to start off with will be the initiative flip. So looking down here, there's our little setup saying 18 inches by 18 inches. I'm a little separated, but I had to set up first. So John just countered, and Dr. Grimwell's got a meat shield of orderlies in front of him and going right for Angel Eyes. Not even gonna mess around with that. So
Pretty straightforward scenario. Let's make this happen.
yeah, that's all that has to happen there. So okay, we're gonna go right to our drawing for initiative here. Let's see. Oops. I just win by a 1.
By one alone.
One alone. All right, so I'm going to again let John take the first turn.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Nobody seems to be within charge range. I think we'll just have an orderly saunter up.
What's your charge range at? 8?
8.
Yeah, could be close. So there's action 1 for
One walk.
early, so.
Well, maybe we'll just have him do another walk.
Oh yeah, good call right there. So
Right in range of the gun.
So right there. All right, I'm gonna start with a blood wretch then for me. He's going to charge
Oh, hey.
because that's 7
That's
inches away. Yeah.
Almost assuredly, yeah.
I'm pretty sure. We'll just double check. So like this, so you guys understand what things
Party
are.
scene. There we are.
Yeah, totally.
7 inches.
So he's gonna make the charge. So that's a 2 action, but he gets
Yep.
out 2 attacks. So see if he can help Angel Eyes. There's our first draw. A 6.
And a
So
6.
I'm at a 12.
That puts me at 11.
So you have
Win
a
by
choice of the first sheet.
I think not, because you've got a negative flip now.
Yes. So do I want to get it any better than that? So what we it was 12 versus
12 versus 11.
So
You're winning by 1.
1. So it's a negative. I'm just gonna let it be. I can't get too much better than that. So the hit happens. So again, we figured that out. Let's check our damage. It's 2. So it's 2 of these cards. We're gonna take the worst one, but they're both moderate.
So it works out well for you.
Yeah, not bad for the blood wretch.
Moderate is 3.
Moderate is 3. So he will take his first 3 wounds on that. And then we get to now our second attack of that charge. So here we go again. An 11 for 17.
9 for 14.
So it's 3 difference.
Yep.
And again, we got a nice little reference card that's come with the deck. So you're kind of seeing right down here with the accuracy modifiers. I can get the light out of there. All right, there we go. So that's kind of what we're using for reference. Yeah. So 3 difference.
In this instance, I will actually cheat.
Okay, so we're up to.
Switch that to an 18. Winning by 1.
Okay, so you're gonna look at my stellar hand, and you're gonna see that I'm not cheating. So it's gonna be a whip for that wretch. So okay, that is the action there.
All right.
And that will go back to the guild.
So I'm pretty sure that guy is outside of charge range, but only just barely.
Ooh, okay.
So the
Well,
orderly
what's your
will-
charge?
Charge is 8.
Well, remember your charge is 8, but
Oh,
your
but
melee,
melee is 1 inch, so I can't get engaged.
Yeah.
So
So again,
we'll have this
portable to
orderly.
understand.
Charge.
So he's at the distance, and then because it's not really like base to base, it's
Right.
basically a distance, and I just kind of explained this for people to kind of understand. We kind of went over this in our first one, but that has an inch of 1, so it's got RG slashing scratch thing like that, and then a 1 next to it. So that actually means like an inch of attack range. So that means I'm now on the defensive, you're on the charge, so you're going to draw 2 attacks against me. So we'll start with the first one.
The first one will be a 4, so a total of 9.
9. I have a 12 with plus 6, so it'll be an 18. So you're already in the miss situation.
6, 18. Yeah, I'll skip this one. Let
Okay.
that be a whip.
So this is going to be a miss. And now we do again because he's
Second attack. Be a 5.
Plus
Plus
5.
5 will be a 10.
And I'm going to be a 9 plus 6 will be a 15. And we went over the stats for it's an encounter 1. If you're kind of checking for the numbers of how we're coming up with that, we recommend going back and check that out. So Again, I have the lead, so
Yep.
we're gonna see how this orderly.
And
We'll cheat this one as well.
I feel not.
All right, so came on me quick, but not much after that.
Not much, no.
So I'm gonna go with the other wretch here, and what he's gonna do is come around the mountain and kind of go around there. But I'll let John do my measuring because I got the camera. So he's gonna do 2 walk actions.
And the move is 6.
Yep, gonna move 6, come about right about there,
There-ish.
and then come about another 6 about, see how far he gets over there. Not much else he can kind of do.
Over to
But
here-ish.
maybe
Maybe
you're looking at what
catch
Grimwell might
Grimwell in
be.
the backfield
Yeah,
there.
yeah, totally. So he's trying to be a sneaky guy.
Yeah.
And what is Dr. Grimwell gonna do?
What is Dr. Grimwell gonna do?
But this is an interesting thing about some rules, though. You can look at this, though. You might want to look.
Yeah.
Remember, you have this free,
Yeah.
and then you could get your position with your charge, so
Yeah.
that could be something to play with that.
That might be a thing that we play with. So,
All right.
he gets his free activation
Free walk.
point for a walk,
Okay.
which he's gonna use.
All right.
His walk is 5, a little slower than his orderlies.
Well, he's carrying a big chainsaw.
I
around.
suppose that does slow you down a little bit. I mean, he's
Yep.
clearly, concerned with safety and all
Yeah,
that sort
totally.
of stuff.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I don't know if he actually looks like he's concerned with safety, but he's got half his face partially sawed
I
off.
suppose, yeah, that could be
Okay,
fun.
so
So now, I think maybe we can get a charge in there.
well, you can't get through your own
I can't
models.
get to Angel Eyes,
but
but I
you-
could get to this guy.
Yep, or
right.
you can get the guy in the back. Get him before he
concerned
gets
with
you.
that
Okay, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, you can go for him.
Yep. So,
So
we'll
charge it in
move
there.
him into here.
So now it's 2 actions with that. Again, he has the same melee closeness
Right.
to the other models.
Now he has.
Yeah, this one.
Oh, yep. He has a single action melee attack, the skull saw,
Yep.
but he has a 2 action melee attack, the lobotomy.
So you.
So I could use the 2 action melee attack, right? After the trip?
Well, it says
Or is
there's
it-
2 attack thing. Let me check.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, we've got that kind of figured out. He can't do the 2. He can do the 1
Gotta
attack.
do
actions.
two single one
But 2
attacks, but that's okay too.
So what is his attack value? Because he's a different
His attack
model.
value is 6.
All right, so we're even in the draws now.
Yes, might help out.
So you have an 11.
I have an 11.
I have a 10.
Yes.
The stage. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna cheat it up to 14.
Oh. I'll cheat it up to a 15.
All right, so you definitely win by 1.
Yep.
So that means you will be drawing 2 cards, taking the worst.
So we have a weak and a moderate. So
All right.
we do weak damage, which is 2.
2. Okay, so this blood wretch will get
And that
2.
was a mask. Does the trigger apply to a negative flip?
You have to use the one for your hits. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you must discard a card if able.
Okay, I will. I will discard. Discard. Okay, so good call.
All right.
That is exactly something that's called a trigger. So we mentioned this before. Dr. Rimmel had a mask when he attacked me with a 9, so he used that, and because it did strike, I am forced to discard a card. Now, that was 1 attack.
That was
Now
1 attack. Second
go to the
attack.
second one.
Will be 11 plus 6 is 17.
Guess what? I can't cheat that. So 17 to my 14 means you beat me by 3. It is still a negative
negative
flip.
flip.
So 2 cards
right.
again.
Moderate.
Uh-oh.
And
Weak
weak.
again. So another 2.
Another 2.
You got me by no
That
triggers.
was only a tome, so no triggers on that one.
Oh, but he's got 1 more left. So I thought it was like, ooh,
Ooh,
close.
so close.
Very, very close. We didn't
Alright.
get that. So that is all that.
That's all activations for that round.
All right. Well, Angel has. What has she got here? Because she's.
That's right.
So she's gonna have to do teeth and blacking claws in close combat
That sounds
because
fun.
she can't shoot because she's in engagement, situation here with this guy here. So her MI is a 6 as well. So I'm at a 14 with him.
And he is at a 14.
So it is tied.
Yeah.
Are you gonna cheat it?
No, I don't think I will.
Okay, nor I. So tie is a negative flip. So let us see what it goes here. So it looks like definitely weak damage for sure. But I threw 2 moderates in a weak, so with a negative flip, we have to take the weakest one here.
Right.
I can't cheat it, so that means you will take 2 damage from that.
2 damage, and there's 1 health left.
All right, and then she will do another attack again. Ooh.
Looks good for me.
Ooh.
15 here.
Ooh, I can do nothing that will even make that better. So she's pretty much there. I have a 0 sidearm, but not much else I can do with that.
And where that's a ranged attack, you can't fire it and while you're engaged.
Correct. So, because I'm still engaged, can't use that 0 action for that. So that's going to pretty much end my last activation. So we're going to get to, what happens now is all these cards here will get reshuffled back into the decks. Then we'll get to look at the cards that we don't want in our hand, and we'll have to discard those. I'm going to discard 2. Because I have a lot of bad cards in my hand.
Do you now?
And I'm going to keep the 1 because I told you, save this because it'll never show up if you always pocket it. So I'll go with that. And then we're going to do once we get everything shuffled, we'll get back to round 2.
Good.
Yeah. Okay, folks, we are
Here we
back.
go.
This is dicey.
Hear the
This is
chainsaw
looking
running.
dicey. Yeah, because like right now, veteran Malifaux people are like, I could use a soul stone to try to possibly, definitely get a second chance to win this
That'd be great,
initiative.
wouldn't
But right now, I am not able to do so. I am stuck with the
Simplify
fate of
the
the
rules
card.
for learning the game.
Yes, we're stuck with the fate of the card. So here's important because this 5 of the 6 characters are in the melee here, but I got a guy kind of lingering in the back and could do something. We got to kill that. I wounded this guy, and he's wounded, but no of the important characters have been wounded yet. So okay, you ready, John?
Ready.
Let's see how fate decides the guild and the Neverborn for reckoning.
That was close.
That's big. That's big. So I got it. All right.
What are you going to do with it?
Well, we're gonna go with Angel Eyes right off the bat because
Sure.
we need to get rid of this dude here so
Okay.
she can really run. So she's gonna take 1 attack.
Yep.
And we're gonna nail him right now. Melee. Boom. 13.
Boom. 17.
Well, I feel I have to make this chance here. So I'm gonna go 18. I'm cheating it right now.
Right now. Alright, let's see. I can't do better than 17, so.
Alright,
slide.
so I win it by 1. Which will be, I think, enough because I told you I'm holding the
Yep.
Black Joker, which would mean anything, what is weak.
He only has 1 health
definitely-
left, so.
So yep, right. So 2 damage will eliminate him.
Yep. Gone.
So orderly goes down.
Aw.
Okay.
Here's the thing. The chainsaw's range is 2 inches. That's awfully close.
Ah, poor Angel Eyes. Let's check it out. Yeah,
She's still in range.
she still tried to get out of this, but couldn't. Oh, and you'd have 2 engagements if I did, because now he's got a special ability, which if I try to run, I'll basically do that. But you know what? Sometimes life is the way it's got to be. So I'm going to take my walk action,
Okay.
and her walk action, sir, is going to be 5. So she's
5
going to go
straight that
5
way.
this way over here.
Alright. Should she survive the disengaging strike,
Which I'm hoping.
she'll end up there.
Right. So, but now I've disengaged from Grimwall. So this is another rule, and this is great that I'm doing this anyways because you understand what's basically happening. Now,
Yeah.
Grimwall gets a positive flip to what his ability of this disengaging strike is. So you're going to draw 2 cards for a free attack.
Yep. So we have a weak
Yep.
and a severe.
Ooh, but I got a pretty good card in my
That's a pretty good card. What's
So
her
my
defense?
defense is 6, so that makes it a 17.
So
Yours
my
is 18.
attack is 6 plus 13. Makes it a
18.
19.
19, that's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, so so you got me by 2.
Yep.
This is a positive flip, so if you can get better than that, which would be
Which
the
is
red
really
Joker,
hard. Yeah, but
right?
can
you
be
could
done.
do that, but necessarily he doesn't. He's already basically hit. If you want to improve it,
Yep.
you can still cheat because if you want to improve the damage, remember that is kind of like basically important.
Yeah.
I'm not. I have the first option because I'm below. So I'm not going to cheat because I can't. And you have the option. Can you do that? Nope.
Had I the red joker, I would totally cheat right now.
Totally, right now. So he's going to hit me. Now, again, this is important because you beat by 2, so it'll be negative flip. So now it will be whatever the 2 cards. You can't cheat this, so that was pretty amazing.
Which is important. But it's moderate damage.
Nice
so
job.
3.
Nice job, sir. So Angel Eyes will take 3. Okay. There's one thing though. So she left here, so about 1 inches, which is kind of funny because he's at 2 inches. Her pulse is 1. She's gonna do 1 more damage to him. This is really bad for me. So 1 more damage to him, which means that's all he has for health, which will kill him, which gets you out of the combat.
Oh, that's a shame.
So yeah, totally reckoning with this. So Blood Rich goes down, freeing that, which I was totally hoping more for, but I guess not. So yeah, now.
But what does the pulse do to me?
You were out of 1 inch range because remember it was very close right here, so it's not going to affect him if you're not within. Outside that 1 inch.
Oh, so it's every time she gets hit that happens.
Yes.
Gotcha.
In the other part of it. But so that's good that you attack with the 2-inch chainsaw.
Yes, but it works out well for me.
But I do have a free sidearm shot.
Yes, you do.
Which I'm
gonna be taking that against.
I'm gonna take it, Grimwell. I'm gonna take him.
I thought maybe.
All right. So let's resolve that. That's 6 inches away. We have, and my shot will be. Ooh, nice.
That doesn't look pleasant.
So her shoot is a 6 as well. So it's 18.
So his defense is a 6 plus a 7 is 13.
So 5 difference.
Yeah.
Still. Not at the worst. It was 6, it would mean even.
Right. I think I will actually cheat that.
Okay.
To make it 18 for tie.
So we are tied. So that will make it so it's a double flip here. All right. Because I can't do anything more with that. So again, moderate.
Oh.
Ooh. So this is.
That's a tricky one.
Yeah. In normal rule set, the red joker trumps. So once this pops in, it is a severe and weak, so that automatically kind of takes half in there. So that would be 5. It's not a big damaging gun though, so you're very lucky. It wasn't the other gun. The other gun could have been worse. So Dr. Grim will get 5.
Yep.
So that's an interesting element to that. So the red joker plays havoc once again. But
I haven't seen mine once yet.
I know. So oh yeah, she's got 3.
Yep.
Now it is your turn.
My activation. So. Not liking what just happened there. I think Brimwell's going to go next.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So he's going to obviously do the charge at me.
Yep.
All right. So
let's do that.
We'll move him right across again as he's madly cackling with his chainsaw.
We're going to go.
So a charge would be a straight line.
Straight base to base?
Yeah. Well, at least a straight line.
Okay.
You don't definitely need to.
I want to be over here, within range, but
out of the 1 inch blood bubble.
Out of the blood bubble, maybe out of the range of the hit.
Yeah, could be 2.
The blood rush. So,
all right, so
let's see.
You will draw 1 again. I will draw 1.
That's not a good attack.
So I am looking at a 12.
10.
Yes.
I think I will cheat that for a time.
All right. Let's see what I got. And I will make it a 12, so it'll be a double negative flip.
Yep.
All right, so go ahead, sir. Double negative flip, so 3 cards.
Weak.
So weak. Oh,
Very weak.
Dun, dun, dun.
And weak.
When the black joker shows up, that means no damage is taken at all. So it is at 0. So the first strike will be nothing but tickling with a chainsaw.
All right. Second strike.
Hold on. Okay, so now we're into the second attack of this.
Yep.
So go ahead, draw
Second strike.
again.
Here we go.
Oh.
11 plus 6 is 17. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's more than an uh-oh. All right, the best I can do is get this to a 13. Yours is at a 17, so 4 difference.
4 difference.
But you can cheat up. Still -1.
Still -1.
That's why.
Damage.
It's why a good thing to mention now is it's still good to try sometimes to cheat, because if I had gone down to this and stayed with it at an 8 to a 17, that is a huge amount of difference. That would have been a positive flip, and you would have been able to modify cheat.
That would have been wonderful, but
so it's only 2 this time.
So I'm not going to cheat that.
Yeah, and we haven't seen the black joker's gone, so ooh. Oh,
still only weak damage.
now the weak. So what's the weak
So
damage?
that one is another
3.
Another 2.
So 2 right there. H, he had 3 left. It is that close.
So close. 3 left.
So
So.
wow.
Your activation.
obviously this guy cannot get to this guy, okay? We gotta worry about this dude here. So he's gonna charge him to keep him off of Angel Eyes.
Why? Why would...
It's his job.
Oh, okay, I suppose fodder. Yeah.
Yes, and also stay close away from Angel Eyes because her blood apparently
It can kill
So,
blood roaches pretty easy.
yeah.
And their charge is 7?
7, yep. So,
Plenty of room.
all right.
Get up there nice and cozy.
So that's his charge. So he'll get the 2 attacks to try to at least calm this guy down.
Charge 1.
18.
This is a 4.
So 9.
It's a 9.
So that is
I
an
think-
8 difference.
We might cheat that.
I think that's a good plan.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're
that
13
up.
to an 18, so 5.
Yeah.
That's enough to make it a negative flip. I can't cheat this any more than this. So here we go. Severe. And then weak.
That worked out well.
So yes, I did. So 2 damage for the orderly. And then we're on to second attack 2, which will be a 12.
Which will be, again, pretty easily. So 11.
So I got you by 1.
Yep.
So it's still a negative flip.
Yeah, I'll keep that.
All right, so I'm not going to get any higher than that. So
Yep.
we'll go with a 2. Here we go. And it's definitely a weak damage. So another 2 points to him.
Okay.
He is done.
Alright, now he gets to go.
Yes.
Drop counters all over the
That's
place.
what they're there for.
Alright, so now,
Yep.
I think, instead of needing to do anything to the henchman, I'm going to have that orderly heal his boss.
Okay, well, he
He
does
has
heal
a
up,
2 action.
and he does something on his own too, right?
Yeah, so he has a tactical action, 2 emergency surgery, heal up to 2 damage on a target model within 6 inches. Should be well within 6. Which it is.
Okay.
So Dr. Grimwell will heal 2 damage.
Alrighty.
And then when he finishes his activation based on the test subject, he heals 1 of his own.
There you go, folks. That's the health there. So, wow.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go back to our discard and get our new hands back, and we'll get into turn 3. All right, I was kind of lucky last time. I got what I wanted, but it kind of went against me. Yeah, it kind of went the way I was thinking. Kind of when I got away, because their blood kind of backfired on me. So now she doesn't have that guy around. I'm still kind of on the run, but Dr. Grimwell isn't close, and he's got that cool ability where he gets the double draw when I'm trying to get away at close combat. So let's see exactly what happens here. So now we're into our initiative draw.
Here we go.
Does John get it here or not? Oh, yes, he does.
I think I'll go first this time.
Of course you will, John. Of course you will.
I think
All right, so it's going to be melee
it's going to
scenario.
be melee scenario.
But you have a 2-1 now.
I have that 2-1, and it feels wrong to not lobotomize her. And when I have the chance to lobotomize her, I think I have to.
All right, so we'll do a 2-action
We're going to 2-action lobotomize.
All right,
See
let's
if we
do
can
the
finish her
draw.
off.
Here it is. And we draw even. So I do not want to be lobotomized.
You don't want to be lobotomized? Why
No,
not?
I'm going to go to put my up to 17.
Well, I'm going to have to keep it there.
So we got a tie here, right?
So it's a double negative flip, but it's better.
Did you didn't do a trigger on it, did you?
There's no triggers on the lobotomize.
Okay, because
Luckily for you.
I saw a mask.
But it does do a fair amount of damage.
Oh, okay. Well, you hit me.
Let's
So
see how...
3 cards. Black Joker, John.
no,
King Brother, Joker.
no black
gonna be
jokers,
weak.
but so it's weak damage, but weak damage is 4 when you lobotomize someone. So
Holy Lord! So guess what? That is enough to finish Angel Eyes.
and the chainsaw reckoning has happened.
Yes, it has. Very nice, very nice. So here we go. So we basically finished that. That's all you had to do.
Yeah.
There's no need for anything else going on with that. We did that, but I think we covered basically every rule that we talked about in the beginning. too.
Yeah. I think so.
All the accuracy changes, the disengaging, how important the engagement was,
The targeting that we tried to implement early.
Yep, and 0 actions, all that stuff, all of them basically happened. So I couldn't have asked for a better
Yeah.
encounter with that. And John got his reckoning that was well due.
Yes.
And Dr. Grimwell was a crazy doctor with a chainsaw. It was awesome tonight. But that's the fun of Malifaux, when you get more new models and add more to the level of play that, and you get a lot of things going on. So
Makes it all weird and wonderful.
yeah, very exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff. So that's the third encounter. We still got 2 more to go. So make sure you subscribe to make sure you can get a hold of that. And if you're interested in Malifaux, once again, we are here at the complex. So you can jump on spectrestudios.us. That leads to a forum. We're on there chatting away all the time about Malifaux and other games. And there's not much else we can say about that.
Yeah. Hey, it was good games.
All right. Yes, indeed. All right. Thank you.
Spectre Studios. Play for the spirit of the game.